Welcome to Key to Ease English program. Today I am here with 8th standard from a railway carriage, the poem, the last part. In this part we are dealing the activities which is kept at the last of the poem and about the poet. Definitely we have to learn about the poet who has written this poem. So be with me, stay with me. And if you like this episode, subscribe it and share it.
Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle. All of the sights of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain. And ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Here is a child who...
So, in the last class we have discussed regarding other activities. Now come to the activity number 1. In the poem, there are a number of words that describe the movement and sound. Complete the following table, selecting appropriate words, expressions from the words in the box given below. So here is a box. From this one, you have to select words that describe movement. One example is given here. Whistle by. Yes, whistle by is a movement. Faster also is representing for the movement. Here faster. And charging along also comes under this movement. Fly, of course, it also comes here. And driving rain, that also comes. These are the words that represent the movement. Other one is whistle is a sound, and clambers, scrambles, and stringing are the sound. And here wink also comes here, wink, movement. So this activity can be done in such a fashion. Hope you have done that one. Now, listen here. Look at the words from the poem. Don't they sound similar? Witches, ditches, cattle, battle. There are rhyming words. We know that one. They are called rhyming words. They make the poem more musical. Find out pairs of rhyming words from the poem. So we have to revisit the words. They are rhyming. Witches, ditches, witches, ditches, battle, cattle, plain, rain, I, buy. They all rhymes. Witches rhymes with the ditches, battle rhyme with the cattle, plain rhyme with rain, I rhyme with buy. Next stanza also we are having scrambles, brambles, gazes, daisies, road, load, river, forever. Like that, these words are known as rhyming words. And these rhyming words, you have to note down here. You have to note down those words here as witches, ditches, cattle, battle. Like that, all words you have to write here. Next one is, in this poem, the poet uses 2 similes. Pick out similes from the poem. What is a simile? Simile is a comparison of 2 unlike things. Simile is a comparison of 2 unlike things. For example, in Malayalam we used to say that one. Chandrane pole nin mukham. Ninda mukham chandrana pole. Pole. It's like that. In English we are using like and as for that one. And do you remember any lines which is simile used in this one? Let us revisit the poem again. Look at the line here: bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle. So it's an example for simile. For example, and charging, the train is charging along like troops in a battle. Like troops in a battle, this train is charging forward. Right? One simile we got here. Another one you can see here: all of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain. Here is another simile: fly as thick as driving rain. This train is flying as thick as a driving rain. So like and as is used here to compare. Here train is compared to troops, and here train is compared to falling or driving rain. So these two are examples for simile. Okay. Next, fourth activity. Underline the initial sounds of words repeated in the given line. Faster than fairies, faster than witches. Here initial sound is repeated. F sound is repeated here. F, B, K. Here bridges, hedges, houses, hedges. So sound is repeated here. These sounds are called consonant sounds, and there are two sounds in English. We know that one. There is consonant and vowel sounds, and here this consonant sound is repeated here. So this repetition of a consonant sound in a single line is called alliteration. This is known as alliteration. Repetition of initial consonant sounds of words in a line is known as. So we can search for more like alliterating words. Alliteration actually adds the rhythm of the lines. Let us find out some more alliterating words. Here you can see lumping load, and at the same time long is the word. A will be silent, so we can say lumping along like a load, man with a load. So here also you can see the alliteration here. Okay, glimpses and gone. G sound is repeated. So this type of alliterating sound actually make the poem rhythmic. Talalmakamavum. And one more thing is assonance. I told the vowel sound. A repetition of vowel sound in a line is known as assonance. Alliteration is a poetic craft, and assonance is another poetic craft. Let us see whether assonance is in this poem. Let us find out. Let us go back to the poem. Just see here, and ever again in the wink of an eye. Here, sound is a vowel sound. So here we can see the assonance in these lines. Here you can see the assonance, and I told here faster, fairies, faster is an alliteration. Alliteration here, assonance here. And some more having ample in stanzas for alliteration and assonance. And activity 5. Consider the two lines of the poem. Can you find out any pattern? Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches. So ups and downs are there. It gives a rhythm. It gives the locomotive rhythm. Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches. That rhythm is created. And the question is, how does the rhythm contribute to the meaning of the poem? Of course, this rhythm is the rhythm of the locomotive train. So this gives an extra ambience, so it adds some more beauty to the poem. So the selection of words is very important in the poem. We have discussed the rhyming words. Each one line, the first stanza, name the words according to the similarity of ending sound and words of each line: witches, ditches, battle, cattle. And witches is rhyming with the ditches, so we can name this one as A, small letter A, and the same sound is having ditches, so we are calling this also is A. So we can say A. And you see the battle also is L, cattle L, so same sound, so we are calling it as B. So like that, each stanza we can name the rhyming scheme we are telling. We are calling it as rhyme scheme. Let us fix the rhyme scheme of our lines. So rhyme scheme will be considered only for a stanza, not for a whole poem. Just see here, it is witches. Witches is having the sound A, and ditches also is having the same sound A, and battle is having B, and cattle is having the same sound B. Plain C and rain C, I D, and by D. So we can say A, B, C, D is the rhyme scheme of this stanza. Hope you understood. And just go to the next line. Again, scrambles is A, then brambles also is A, and gazes B, and daisies is also B. A road C, and load also is C, and river is D, and forever also is D. So we can say A, B, C, D is the rhyme scheme of this stanza. So we are having two stanzas, and both stanzas are having the same rhyme scheme. So we'll say the poem is set in rhyme scheme A, B, C, D. Okay. In this poem, the poet uses words to make pictures, just as you might use a camera to take pictures. Word pictures created by poets are called images. This I have to explain, I think, because when you are reading a poem, when you are listening to a poem, by closing your eyes, if you see certain images in your mind with your inner eye, that may be some visuals. So we are calling them as visual images. Right? When you listen to a poem, if you just hear some sound, that is auditory image. When you listen to the poem, if you feel like something touches you, some cold, very hot and everything, so that is tactile images. When you listen to the poem, if any smell come to you, that feeling, that is olfactory. And if while just listening to the poem, if your mouth started watering, sweet taste and everything, that is known as gustatory. These are the different types of image: visual, auditory, tactile, olfactory and gustatory images. Now read the poem once again and identify different images and list down them in this box. Okay? This is that one task. Here, driving rain is a visual image. A tram who stands and gazes is of course a visual image. And that giant wheel or the windmill is a visual image. And Rhythm, the sound, cha-cha-cha sound, that is auditory image, right? And driving rain, again, it may be tactile, it touches the skin, okay? That you have to write. It's like that. Simply you can note down the images. So hope you remember what is an image. When you listen to the poem, by closing your eyes, if your inner eye sees something, hears something, and smells something, that is images. In Malayalam, we are calling it as Vangmaya Chitrangal na parayunnathu. Okay. So, you have enjoyed the locomotive rhythm of the poem, haven't you? Recite the poem individually and in groups. List out the pictures that come to your mind when you read the poem. Can you present the picture in the form stills in the class? Attempt choreograph the poem in your own class. So, leave only single task I am just assigning you. Recite the poem very beautifully, with rhythm, with locomotive rhythm, and send to me by next day itself. Record it with your mobile phone and send to me. I want all 30 should send me the recitation at the earliest. I'll check. Okay. Now, before concluding this session, we have to understand more about Robert Louis Stevenson, the author, the poet of this wonderful poem. Hope you love this poem. So we have to understand more about Robert Louis Stevenson. This is the picture of Robert Louis Stevenson. And his lifespan is, he was born on 13 November 1850, not 1950, 1850, and 3rd December 1894 he left this world. The full name of Robert Louis Stevenson was Robert Louis Balfour Stevenson. He was born on 13 December in Edinburgh, state of Scotland. He was a Scottish novelist, poet, essayist, and travel writer. See, different genres of literature he was. He produced in his 20-year literary career, തൻ്റെ സാഹിത്യ ജീവിതത്തിൽ 20 വർഷം, a range of genres he adopted. Genres വിവിധ ശാഖകൾ. Essays, travel writing, short stories, novels, and romances, as well as poetry, plays, and biography. His famous books are Treasure Island, Kidnapped, Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, The Wrong Box, Where Hermiston. He passed away, he left this world, he left deserted his world of literature on 3rd December 1894. Hope you like this episode or activity part, and one activity I am specially assigning again, that is, you have to recite this poem and send to me. Record it and send through WhatsApp. So stay home and be safe. Thank you.